Hi, guys. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's do a quick marketing minute to add some hashtag Wednesday wisdom into our days. It's been a while. I missed you guys and wanted to make sure I popped on today to discuss 5 fundamentals in ensuring success in your social media campaign. Obviously, if it's too frustrating or you just don't want to handle it on your own, that's what I'm here for. Let's chat. But if you are doing it on your own, which is a commendable effort and some people do enjoy it, I want to make sure that you have the tools in your pocket to make sure you succeed. The first and probably most important step in your social media campaign is to make sure that you're using the social media programs that your audience is on. For example, not everyone is on Twitter. Not everyone is on Facebook. Not everyone is on Instagram. A lot of businesses start social media and think, I need all of them right now, when in reality, only a few might work for you. If you are an online store and you sell something for fashion, Twitter is not going to be your be all and end all, your bread and butter. So you're better off to focus your attention on your Facebook, your Instagram, and maybe your Pinterest if you really do want to get specific with a third idea. And that can only work for you if you really take it into account who your audience is and where they are. So that's my first tip. Make sure you pay attention to your audience and what social media platforms they are on. My second tip is to try and use a similar tag on all social media channels. This can be tricky, especially as social media has loaded up with tags. A lot of them are taken. You have to get creative sometimes. But if you have a similar tagline, so mine is at Cinis Marketing, if you have a similar tagline on all of your accounts, it's a lot easier for people to find you. If I had at Cinis Marketing at one and at Marketing Girl at another and at SMM Boss Girl at a third, it's going to be a lot harder to find me than if I have Cinis Marketing on all of them. Some of the ways to get around somebody already having your tag on one of the accounts is to put, you'll notice, for example, on my Instagram, I have an underscore between Cinis and Marketing, which again was to ensure I got the tag. Some people will add a 1 or an exclamation mark or just little things so that you still have your name there even if it's taken. Don't just give up and go right to something completely different because people won't be able to find you, and that's not the point. The third thing I want you to do is pay attention to your community. So, you're on these social media channels and you're spending all this time on social, and you're developing this community, this group of people who are interested in your product or service. You are my community. I do these posts hoping that you will read them, watch them, and learn something for your own business. Or your personal account if you're just trying to become an influencer and grow on a personal level. And when you know this audience and you're following them back and you're paying attention to them and they start utilizing your technique, or in the world of retail or fashion, if they start wearing your product, you want to commend them on it, like that they're doing it, repost their product, their use of your product. There is no better publicity for your business than ensuring that people know that other people are already using and loving it. You can say 100 times over it's a great product, but until they actually see somebody using it, that's when they're going to go, oh my God, okay, you know what? Like, she really likes these shoes. She really likes that hat. She found that coat really warm. Whatever you happen to be selling, those tires were really strong. It works with any industry. But you do want to make sure that when you do have that community and you've built that community, you're tending to it and you are sharing its content with your potential new followers. The next one is to pay attention to your brand. Sometimes it is simple on social media to see something that you think is funny, so you share it on your business page. But if it has nothing to do with the content of that page, it can actually cause unfollowing and deter people from being part of your product or service, and it helps your business lose credibility. So, you might think that sad cat that just passed away, there's been so much stuff this week on Sad Cat on social media after its passing. If you're a fan of Sad Cat, so you're following him, that doesn't mean you need to share that on your social media business page. It just means that you can share it on your personal page, you can enjoy it, But if my business is a orthodontist studio, I need to be far more focused on tips and tricks of orthodontistry and why you should be using me as your provider and that stuff. Then I should be a sad cat. And if I start posting that kind of stuff, then people actually think, okay, well, you have no idea what you're doing on here. Why am I following you? And they'll stop following you. So you want to make sure that you have a set branding and you have a set idea as to what your page is for, and you stick to it. And last but not least, I want you to pay attention to your links. So I know that SEO is a word that gets kicked around a lot, like social search engine optimization. And it is important on Google that, your ranking does change based on how much your link is used. And if you have a product or service and you have a Facebook page, don't just assume people are going to scroll to the top of the page to find your service. Tag it in your posts. Now that can be trickier on Instagram. On Facebook, it's simple. You literally just paste the URL after what you're going to say and people can link in directly, and SEO catches that and it does help. But if you're talking Instagram, it's a lot harder, but then you really need to entice them. You need to say, go to the link in our bio. We are accustomed to being told what to do on social, and we do better being told what to do. If there's no direction, if there's no call to action, people just keep scrolling. So unless you tell them what to do, they're not going to. So make sure you're adding that link if you're on Twitter, adding that link if you're on Facebook. If you're on Instagram, go to the link in the bio or make it your first comment, because people can, copy it from the comments, though they can't in your actual verbiage. There's a lot of ways around that, but your link is important. I know I went over a minute today, but I was super excited about my topic and got rambling. Surprise, surprise, that's just me, right? I hope that you all have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday, and we will chat soon. Bye for now.